welcome to Notts County Talk. We're going to try a little new segment today. We're going to be doing Talking Tactics. So we're going to start off with talking about what Notts are going to do early in the season. Now, as you may be able to see on the iPad I've got here, I reckon Notts are going to play 5-3-2. So we're going to have a little talk about it, see what kind of style they're going to do, what possession they're going to do, etc, etc. So, first, the key tactic that Notts are going to deploy this year, in my opinion, is fullbacks. They've openly touted that Bakayoko, who they've brought in at left back, is a very attacking, a direct, quick, pacey fullback. And that coupled up with Matt Tootle down here at right back, I think will be their main strength in how they get balls into the box. So, now we're getting a little more complex. So this is how Notts look when they have possession. So, especially in pre-season. The fullbacks are moving up the pitch, almost into a winger position. Doyle, the defensive midfielder here, is dropping slightly to accompany the middle centre-back. Meanwhile, the left centre-back and the right centre-back are just moving over slightly so they cover almost like a fullback role, as we can see if we move it here. So Doyle is sitting deeper, the centre-backs are moving slightly wider, and the wing-backs are almost playing like wingers. So, what this enables Notts to do is almost create a different formation. So they're no longer playing a 3-5-2. What they're almost playing is a 4-4-2. So as you can see, they've got the four defenders here, including Doyle. The fullbacks, or the wingbacks, sorry, have now moved into left mid and right mid to accompany a 4. And strikers are still up there. So the thing that Notts' movement here enables them to do is, firstly, if you look at the centre-backs who've moved over, they can now cover where the full-backs are. Just here, look, where I've highlighted. This would be an area otherwise teams could expose, especially on a counter-attack. If Notts' centre-backs were all still close, all still narrow, they would be able to push their wingers right the way up and spread Notts and stretch them. But what happens here is that because Doyle is able to drop and almost creates another centre-back role, it enables these left-sided and right-sided centre-backs to fill that vacancy. And then the wing-backs, can fully push up to almost play like attacking players. The other thing that Notts do, especially when they're higher up the pitch, is that one of the strikers tends to drop slightly. So as you can see here, what most likely will be Kane Hemmings or Enzo Baldwin, for example, will drop slightly deeper, just so he can link in with these fullbacks here, which are now playing higher up the pitch. And presumably what will be Jim O'Brien, who will be playing the slightly higher role of the midfield 3. So, the last thing to note is that Notts are in possession is they like to use this pivot role. Okay, and this is why I think they've brought in McCrory to play this centre-back pivot role. Now what happens is, when Notts have got the possession deeper in the pitch, they like to play with it. They like to keep the ball, they like to keep it moving. And this is why the pivot is so crucial for them. So, as we've explained previously, the right-sided and left-sided centre-backs spread out slightly wider. The defensive midfielder drops slightly deeper. And this enables them to have a perfect, almost, see the little triangles they create. Triangle here, triangle there, triangle there. And what that enables them to do, really, is just keep possession of the ball. They've always got an option on. And, so stops possession getting taken off them. So there we have it. Quick 3-5-2 example. Gone slightly through how I think Notts will play early in the season. Thanks for listening. If you like it, let us know. And good luck to Notts this weekend.